Happy Memorial Day. We have a full day of baseball today, and then also Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Hey, a great day of sports going on all day. Thank you to all the veterans out there. Let's have a great day. Let's gamble a little bit. Let's win some money. This is the free three. Let's get into it.
I love it, Noble. Noble, I also love your YouTube videos. I watched them while I was gone. That was fire.
But getting paid because yesterday we had a full sweep. Mike going under, that was just icing on the cake. Why are we going to go in such a weak AFC South? Unless we have the NBA Blowout Association.
Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead with 13 seconds.
When you hear the sirens, you know what that means.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
What's up, my friends? It is your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video. I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make some money. How are you guys have been doing out there on this Memorial Day weekend? Hopefully you guys have been having a good time with family. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying some good time by the grill, but also making some money. We've had some great games over the weekend, both in baseball and the NBA. Shout out to the Knicks for coming back. Another 20-point comeback yesterday. Hey, we love to see it. We have a 2-1 series there. We've got a 2-1 series in the Western Conference Finals. The only thing I got a gripe on in this series is the blowouts, right? I think we just all want to see a little bit more of competitive games, but hopefully we can get another win from the Wolves tonight, and that will tie this series up 2-2. But we do have a few best bets on the way inside of that game. But before we do that, let's do a quick recap on how we did on Friday and over the weekend. And I'm not going to lie, it was a very dismal week for us. Happy it is a new week for us here because last week we finished down actually a total of 4 units we did on the weekend. Let's pull up our record here real quickly. We could see how we did on Friday. All right, a quick look on how we did on Friday. We lost on the Mets' first 5 as they were trailing in this game in the first 5. And actually, I think they came back to win that game in extra innings, so that was kind of annoying. And then we had the first 5 under with the Padres and the Braves. We got that one right. Shout out to that win. We had taken the Pacers team total in the first half and full game. We lost the first half team total, but we did get the full game team total as the Pacers were able to win game 2 there. We lost on Cat, and then we also lost on this builder parlay. And like I mentioned, overall on the weekend, we finished down 4 weeks. You can see last week, so minus 400 on the week, down 4 units. Not our best week, but we still have a little bit of ways to come back. Last night, we were able to make a little bit of money back. We got the Knicks right on the money line. We had taken Cat's points. We took him in a double-double here to lay with Brunson, but that's kind of annoying to see that one miss. But it's okay because these 4 units right here, watch, we're going to make that back this week, and I feel real good, and I like the games that we've got on the slate today. All of our plays are tracked at the Action Network, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you guys do so. So this way you guys can get all the plays on the weekends added later on in the day, whatever the case may be. So let's look at it real quickly. Our first play of the day is going to be some early baseball. Depending on when you're going to be watching this one, you can lock this one in, and we're going to go with the Cubs on the run line, and we're going to take the Mets on the money line in a little 2-team steam. You can see that gets us a plus 118 odds there. The Cubs game starts at 2:20 Eastern time, so keep that in mind. But basically, if you look at this record of both of these teams, we're just fading the 2 worst teams in baseball, really. We've got the Rockies 3-22 on the road. Meanwhile, the Cubs are 15-10 at home. Jameson Taillon, one of their better pitchers, are on the mound, so we like him. Cubs on the run line. There's no value on the money line, so for me, we just got to take the run line here, as I think they'll get the win pretty easily. This is Palmquist. He's a rookie. 11.88 ERA, so he should not be able to do too much, so I like the Cubs here. Now, meanwhile, the Mets just got done on beating the Dodgers in this series, and they played on Sunday Night Baseball last night, and typically I don't like to take a team following Sunday Night Baseball, but what I do like to see is, 1, they played last night at home, so they didn't have to travel, but 2, they're playing the second worst team in baseball behind the Rockies, which is the White Sox, 5-21 on the road this year. Meanwhile, the Mets are basically invincible at home, 19-6. Clay Holmes has been solid for the Mets, 3.13 ERA, and if we look into his recent game logs a little bit closer, last start against Boston, 6 innings, only 2 earned runs given up. Against the Cubs, 6 innings, 1 earned run given up. Against the Nationals, 5 innings, no runs given up. So yeah, he has a few starts where he does give up a few runs here and there, but against Adrian Hauser, who wasn't bad in his first start, he's only had 1 start under his belt to start the year. He's coming back from injury, so the Mariners, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, impressive, but that's just not the New York Mets. You get get what I'm saying? So for me, the Mets here, they should be able to grab the win. So that is our first early baseball play of the day. Let's lock that in. Our second baseball play is going to be in the Kansas City Royals and the Cincinnati Reds games. And you can see here I have 2 plays already locked in. And we're going to go with the first 5 under 4.5 runs between the Royals and the Reds. And then we're going to also take the Royals on the full game money line. So let's go look at this game real quickly. As we've got the Reds, who are 26-28 on the year, 12-14 on the road, taking on the Kansas City Royals, who are 29-25 on the year and 17-9 at home. So that's one of the first angles why I like this, is because the Royals have shown they're much better at home than they have been on the road. But now when we look at the pitching matchup between Michael Lorenzen and Nick Martinez here, we can see very similar ERAs, 3.77, 3.43, so not big of a difference there. But let's look at Lorenzen's numbers and more recently his starts. You can see here against the Giants, not too bad out, 4 2/3. We actually faded Lorenzen in this game. We actually took the Giants because of the same angle of why we like him today. 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. Against the Astros, 7 1/3, 7 hits, 4 runs. But against the Red Sox here, 7 innings, 3 hits, shutout baseball. So what's the difference between these 2 games and the one against the Red Sox? Well, it's because this game was at home, meanwhile the other ones were on the road. So that's the reason why we really like Lorenzen here in this spot, why I want to take the Royals also on the money line. At home, Michael Lorenzen has a .95 ERA, 2-0 on the year. Not as much innings pitched, only 19 innings pitched in comparison to 38. But again, against a Reds offense that's very volatile, Nick Martinez himself has been strong. Look at these starts. 5 straight starts where he's given up 3 earned runs or less. But look, you can see here, loss. They've lost some of the starts where he's given up 1 run, where he's given up another 1 run. And that goes to show that he does not get a whole lot of run support. So if he doesn't get a whole lot of run support and Michael Lorenzen's already been pitching strong at home, that's why I like the under in the first 5 here. But also, I just want to take the Royals at home because we saw that 17-9 record at home. The Royals have been dominant more at Kauffman Stadium. It is a hitter-friendly ballpark. You've got guys like Perez. You've got guys like Bobby Witt, Vinny, who can hit the ball to different parts of the field and can be able to generate some runs. So I like the Royals here to grab the win at the price, but also the under in the first 5. So those are the baseball plays for today. If I add any more, that will be here on the Action Network. Let's dive into the Western Conference Finals. Game 4 between the Wolves and the Thunder. We should have some really good basketball going on tonight. And guys, the players I'm going to be taking is not going to be necessarily original. I might add a few other ones a little bit later, but I'll show you what we're going to go with. Julius Randle over 18.5 points, and we're going to go Minnesota in the first half on the money line. I just don't see why we keep getting Julius at 18.5 points. He had the one bad game, and if he doesn't get benched, knowing the player like Julius is, he's probably forcing the ball even more and getting the shots up, right? So look at this. 6 points on 2-11 shooting. That's the game he got benched in the fourth quarter. But 24 points last game on 9-15 shooting in only 30 minutes, and that was a 40-point blowout. Oh, look here. We got 28 points, 9 of 13, 29 going back to last series, 31, 24, 24. He's gone over this number in 8 of the last 10 games. He hooked once. The other one was this very bad game where he didn't even play the fourth quarter. The Wolves need to win this game. And if they need to win this game, then you need a big game from Julius Randle. Yes, Anthony Edwards is the guy who needs to show out. Yes, the role players need to as well. But I just don't. I'm just going to keep running it back with Julius. He's clearing this point total easily, averaging 23 points per game. So it's not even like he's sniffing the number. It's he's doing a line across it, man. He's flying past the number. So I like it today, and I'm gonna go with them to get out to a quick lead like they did in game 1. If we scroll, not game 1, in last game. If we scroll real quickly here to the team props, we could see here in the Wolves in the first half, 72 points last game. 50 in game 2, 48 in game 1, not too bad. But dating back to last series, 62, 58, 56, 59, 61. And I know these are just the team totals. It's not necessarily showing the points that they're giving up, but it's showing you, like, if you're in the playoffs, the way that these games have been officiated, the contact that we're seeing, if you're seeing 70 points, 62 points, 58, 56, 59 consistently, that tells you that this is more of a first half team. And these games where they didn't get the 50, 48, 40 points, those were the games where Anthony Edwards was basically lackadaisical, lethargic. He was out of it. He wasn't even showing up. So, and it took the second half outburst for them. So I think for the Thunder today, they're going to come out much better. It should be way more of a competitive and close game. But I do think that the Wolves should be able to take the lead in the first half and set the tone like they did in game 3. And if they do come back, or I should say if the Thunder do win this game, I think it happens later on in the game and they cover that 3.5 point spread. If you think the Thunder cover this -3 that we see up here, then, that's probably going to be something that happened a little bit later on in the game. So for me, I like the Wolves in the first half and Julius Randle over 18.5 points, as I believe that he's that catalyst, that player that can keep them really going. So for us, real quickly, guys, so let's do a quick recap on today's video real quickly. We're going to go with the Wolves on the first half, plus 110 odds, not too shabby, and Julius Randle over 18.5 points. I'll probably do a builder with Ants rebounds or something in there as well, but I'm really just been sticking consistently with the guys I've been taking, because if they do miss, like in a 7-game series, they're hitting on 5 of the 7 games. So for me, that's pretty good odds. We're going to go Royals on the money line, and we'll also go the Royals and Reds first 5 under 4.5. And then we're going to go with a little 2-team steam here, early baseball with the Cubs on the run line and the Mets on the money line. That gets us a plus 118 odds. So a few best bets on the way on the cards for today. I appreciate you guys for tapping in this morning. It's your boy Noble Living, the Noble Nerfy, our climb for this week. We got 5 in a row right last week. We fell a little bit short of the goal. We needed the last 2 to get to the $1,000, but we're going to start again today on the TikTok. That is Noble Living on TikTok, so make sure you guys tap into the Noble Nerfy. All right, guys? Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. As always, dictate your fate, get to that cheddar, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Later, gang.